Hi, everybody. Welcome to Terry TV. How are you today? Sorry I'm a little bit late. I just got a message about my dad. Many of you know that he passed away, and arrangements are needing to be handled. Lots of stuff that happens once you have a loved one pass on. And I just got a message that sort of gave me a small, oh, what am I going to do thing. This happens a lot when it's your first time, and this is my first time. So, guys, hi, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a couple of things, and then I better go take care of this. But I didn't want to miss you guys today. I wanted to share with you a couple of things that are happening. One, I did the Disneyana fan club event, which was last Saturday and Sunday, the 7th and 8th. Today's the 9th, and I understand it's Indigenous Peoples Day. But then I realized it's only in California, at least the news. The news I was listening said that Indigenous Peoples Day is only recognized in this way in California. Is that true? The rest of you think of it as Columbus Day? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, won't you? Because I'm confused. I really am confused about that. So I just would like to know, you historians out there. That would be very, very helpful to me. But I was going to just share with you that last weekend was one of the busiest weekends for things to do. Halloween extravaganzas in Irvine were happening. There was haunted houses going on. Outrageous Pumpkins third season dropped on Sunday. But I didn't mean for TV. I just meant, places to go. So it started on Friday. I realized that the Hollywood show and at the Marriott in Burbank was going Friday and Saturday. And then on Sunday, they had a Toon Fest. And it looks like it wasn't, I don't know if it was successful or not, the Toon Fest, because I didn't even know what that was. And apparently they didn't advertise it very well. But the Hollywood show, being Friday, had one of my good friends and colleagues, Disney legend Margaret Carey, the model for Tinkerbell in Peter Pan. And Margaret is now 95 years old, and she's absolutely amazing. And she moved to North Carolina when she fell in love at 90. So she fell in love with a lovely man, and she's been married to him for 4 years. Man, time flies when you're having fun. And so in North Carolina, so I don't get to see her as often as I did when she lived here in California. I pop over, we could have a breakfast or lunch together, and I really, really loved it. But now it's a little more challenging to see the amazing Margaret Carey. So knowing that she was there and she's close to where I live, I buzzed over as quickly as I could. Not being a crazy driver, not changing lanes like a crazy person, not forgetting to use my blinker, not backing up because I missed an exit. I actually, drove like my usual old lady self, but I knew I had to see her because she was in the valley, which was very important. When I saw her, she burst into tears because she wanted to talk to me about, she wanted to call me and say she felt sorry for my dad, my loss. Yeah. And, there we go, a little less headroom. She was so sweet, and when you cry, I cry. So it was great to see her. It made her feel good. That's what I'm there for. And apparently she always does well at these signings because she's just a magical person. And we've had some really great years together. And she's just wonderful. So if you ever get to see her, just when you see Margaret Carey on the bill, on the billing as being a special guest, please run, don't walk to see her because she's amazing. She is just amazing. And it was great to see her. I went there specifically to see her. And then a friend of mine, Shamim, he was having a dinner, actually a wrap party for his movie. And he didn't make the movie, but he's known as he who has more autographs than anyone in the world. So they're doing a wonderful documentary about him, and he had a dinner, and we joined him for dinner. And it was nice because it was in the same hotel, so I didn't have to go far to do it. But we had that Friday, and then Saturday, the Hollywood show continued, and then there was the Disneyana show, and then on Sunday there was the Disneyana show in Sale, which many of you came to say hello, and the barn. Wasn't sure why the barn did their bit on that Sunday because they usually do it the third Sunday, and this was the first Sunday, wasn't it, guys? I think maybe it's the second Sunday, third Sunday, second Sunday. So I didn't know why they did that, but a lot of conflict if you wanted to do stuff. There were colliding planets at that day, and you do the best you can. Your car only drives so far, and you want to see everything, especially everything that's great. Walt's Barn at Griffith Park is amazing, and they had some special guests, but the one that you really want to see is Gunny. Gunny does the flag ceremony every time the barn is open, and it's stunning. It's gorgeous. You may remember Gunny from Disneyland because he was the one that did the flag ceremony there for many, many years and did it. He is a serviceman, so it was just amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So I hope you are enjoying yourselves. I hope that you got to see something. If you came to see me at the Disneyana event, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was wonderful. Many of you gave me hugs. Many of you gave me your condolences. I appreciated it. The Disneyana fan club was glad that I kept my appointment. They had asked me to come and do a demo on Saturday. I did. And a pumpkin demo, of course, because Outrageous Pumpkins. If I look familiar to you, it's because I do a show where I'm a judge on Outrageous Pumpkins. If you enjoyed yourself, hey, let me know in the comments. Anyway, there we go. Lots of you came out. It was great. It was wonderful. We had tons and tons of fun, and I want to thank you. So thank you very much. It was fun, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. There were lots of wonderful people. Stacia Martin was honored as a Disney legend through the Disneyana fan club, along with Kim Irvine, who could not be there present, but they did a video where she answered questions and stuff like that. Her mother is Madame Leota, and then and also the young Madame Leota, the little full Madame Leota at the end, they call it Baby Leota. I always thought it was the bride, but Kim mentioned that the voice of Madame Leota is done by an actress with that nice deep voice we recognize. But the one as you go up the ramp, finishing up the Haunted Mansion, is actually her mother's voice. And then she was brought in to do the voice and Madame Leota for, I think it was Muppets Haunted Mansion. Isn't that right, guys? And she said that the figure that the face goes on, the structure was exactly right. So she shared that with us, but she was remote from on a video because she was unable to make it to the actual event. And then her daughter, I think daughter was the one, or granddaughter, family accepted the award for her. It was very nice. Very, very nice. A lot of fun. Super cool. And that was Saturday. And then Sunday was the show and sale, full of lots of fun merchandise. Good times were had by all. It was amazing. It was amazing. So I hope you will be able to be a part of it. I did want you to know that many asked me about a figure that I did for a villains event. I think it was 1998. I might be a year or two off, but I think it was 1998. There was a villains event featuring Maleficent, I believe, and the Headless Horseman was there. You got to come into the park. You got to buy some really cool merchandise. One of the pieces was my Maleficent by Terri Hardin, and I'm going to show you. They sold out. They're very, very rare. They're very, very hard to find. And I want you all to know that I have one available. Here she is. I have one available, and she's $450. Okay, originally she sold for less, but now she's so rare that if you go on eBay, you might find her for less. Make sure the plaque is there. And she's not broken. I tend to do very delicate sculpting, and you can see the finger is up here, the ring. This is very delicate. This is kind of the way I do it. She's about 5 inches tall, if you can't tell that here. See, eyes to chin. But she's $450. Just email me, message me if you want her. There's only one. And here we go. And you can reach out to me if you want her. that's what the price is. And so there you go. There you go. I'm just going to get, and it's packed very beautifully. I'm just checking to make sure when she's packed properly. There we go. Something's kind of weird. No, it's not weird. It's just me being weird. Anyway, there she is. There's only one, $450 plus shipping if you need it shipped. But I wanted you to know that I managed to get one. I can't remember how. It's just that, as a sculptor, some of these things just pop up and show themselves. So if you want it, message me. You can go to my website and email me. Just let me know. It's not at my store, so don't do that. You won't find her. And it's just a direct mail to me, or email or a message or whatever. Okay, forgive my yawn. I got up at 4 this morning to get the stuff back because I don't like traffic. So I came back from Anaheim very, very early in the morning, and I haven't had much sleep. So I'm hoping to catch up later. But that's the deal. So there's Maleficent. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Wanted to let you know about that. And also, guys, I'm doing a pumpkin sculpting class. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned this to you guys before, but it's on the 29th of October in Anaheim. 29th of October in Anaheim. And I think it's from 9 to 6 in there, 6-ish, something in there. In any case, I've only got a few spots left. It's $75. I provide the pumpkin and share my tools with you. If you've seen some of these amazing pumpkins that have been sculpted on Outrageous Pumpkins, we will only be using one pumpkin per person. Just a second. See, this is dad stuff. Dad stuff interrupts. Dad stuff trumps all. Okay, I will look at that. I will look at that. Sister to daughter. I will look at that. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to. Okay. May we have a phone call today after I stop broadcasting? Sorry, guys. This is dad stuff. You get to be live while I take care of dad stuff. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. That's why the phone is still on ring, because there's still stuff to be done to help my father. In any case, thank you for being patient with me on that. In any case, the Maleficent, I know many of you are looking for her. Now, you can go to eBay and you might find one for less. If you do, really look her over and make sure there's nothing broken. If it turns out that there's something broken and you've bought it and you're upset, before you send it back, let me know. We repair my work. So it's going to cost you a little bit more than that money, but we repair that work. This Maleficent, signed by me, made by me, done by me, completely intact, beautiful looking, good to go. So she's $450. You will also see, I was told yesterday, someone asking for $7. That's $700, not $7. Because she is so, so, so rare. I sculpted her in 1998, and she was designed so that if you were going to a pass holder event, you were an annual pass holder, and the event happened. What happened back in the 90s, and I don't know if it happens now because it's been a long time since I've been A, invited to a pass holder event to be a guest sculptor, and B, gone to a pass holder event, as I am an annual pass holder. But my point is this: if you work or you need to feed your kids before you come, a lot of times the pass holder events happened around 6 or 7. Some of you worked. It was on a weekday. Some of you worked. Some of you wanted to feed your kids before you left because you know it was going to go into the wee hours of night, especially if it's a villains event. The villains event, I think, started at like 6, and then we went until about, I'd say, almost midnight. It was the one where that beautiful Maleficent pin with Maleficent as the dragon and herself was given to us. It now sells about $800 or more for that pin. And that's because people just love that pin and they covet that pin, and that pin is rare, as is the sculptures. So I hope you will consider getting it if you want it. You know you're getting it from the artist. I will give you a certificate of authenticity. And if you need to ship it, you can talk to me. I'll invoice you and then tell you, we'll find out where you are and how much it's going to cost for shipping and stuff. So let me know if you want it to be a gift for yourself or someone else. Just let me know. Okay. It is a very valuable and rare piece. But back to my pumpkin sculpting. The pumpkin sculpting class is $75, non-refundable. It will be in Anaheim. You can go to terrihardin.com, click on online store, not classes, because I have to make sure that my webpage for classes is correct and is linked properly. 29th, a Sunday, right? 29th October, a Sunday. All right. This is because many of you want your pumpkin for the 31st. So this is why we're doing it as late as we possibly can. $75. I only have a few spots left. And because at the Disneyana show, after I did a demo, I had a windfall of people run, and I wasn't expecting it. You don't have to buy tools right away. However, tools will be for sale, and the DVD that I did a few years ago is free. So you get that when you buy the tool set, okay? So lots to do. You get lunch. You get, if you have Disney stuff that you can't throw away, but you're not quite comfortable selling it, you can bring it to our trading table, and everybody's name goes in a hat, and they get to pick what they want, and they go away with something that they really, really love. And it's a lot of fun. And you guys are so generous. People are so generous. It's wonderful. So consider doing the class, $75. Like I said, go to online store, look for the class, click on it, and sign up. Yep. That's all it is. That's all it takes. I'm also going to be demoing at the Irvine Park Railroad. Many of you have gone to the Irvine Park Railroad and Park. It is so wonderful. Irvine Park Railroad and Park. It has a train that goes around. It has pumpkins you can buy. I think it has a petting zoo. I'm not sure. Sometimes the water stuff, the little boats and stuff are running, but I don't know if they will be because it is the winter time. But there's lots of fun to do at Irvine Park. It's in, Irvine. And I'll be demoing from 10 to 3 on the 21st. So if you want to come out, you want to get the latest book, Whispering Corn. Whispering Corn will be there if you want to buy the latest book. If you missed and did not get if you missed out on Giggling Pumpkins, the blue book, that's the book number 1, and the first edition will be available, and this one too, $20 a book. They are lovely, they are pretty, they are good quality and hardbound. Your children can read to you, you can read to your kids. It's fantabulous. So I want you to enjoy come out and see us demo. I will be announcing it again, but I want you to know that is the 21st. That's a Saturday at Irvine Park Railroad. Just giving you kind of a list of what's happening, right? Yeah, that's what's going on. Can I mention anything else? Not at this time. Not that stuff. That stuff is like, chill, baby. Let's chill, okay? And not too much about that. There was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, and now it is eluding my mind, probably because I'm very, 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 very tired. And I just got sort of, there was a lady when I was talking to her about my father. One of the things that you've got to do for a deceased relative, one that's no longer in your life, is to call and take care of their family matters. So if you had any bills and you crossed over, I had to call your creditors and stuff. And one of the people was so nice. And she said, just when you think you're swimming along and you're finally getting a feel on flying right or floating along, or maybe that marathon, you're in the Zoom, the zone, something kicks your legs out from under you and you kind of topple over and you're trying to pick yourself up and dust yourself off. This is what's happening right now with my father. Um, I've got a lot to do and a lot to work on, and I'm trying to also take care of my mother. And it's like, it can get a bit like, I call it spinning plates. You know, the persons who used to spin the plates. I'm always frantically looking to try and spin these plates to make sure these plates spin and stay balanced and don't crash to the ground. Plus my own life, my own bills, my own stuff, my household, my beautiful husband, all this kind of stuff, my animal, my art, all of it. I'm trying to keep at an even keel. And sometimes you just something slips and you can't beat yourself up about it. You have to just take it one step at a time. And remember, as many of the people in the tribe say, to remember to take a breath, remember to breathe, and remember to give you time. You know, you need you time. And that's the important part of life, is you have to give yourself you time. I'm going to just kick this out so I don't get lost into what I'm doing. You got to have you time. And the you time could be just, you know, watching a movie or reading a book or closing your eyes and having a nap, which I'm going to do later today because that's what I need. You can see I'm a little, because I got up at 4 a.m. today to get back from the Disneyana. The Disneyana convention can be, you know, you're on for a long time. I get up at 5 a.m. on Sunday and get my table set up, and then it opens at 9, and from 9 to about 4 I'm on 100% on. And so then I have a dinner with the team that puts that together as a thank you and also to honor them. And after that I'm shot. And then so to drive home at night like that would not be good. It's just not a good plan. So I always stay the next day and get up at 4 in the morning and pack the car and go. And that gets me home about 5:30. And I close my eyes for a little bit. But today, as you know, I posted to let you know that I was going to broadcast. Sorry it was so late, but I wasn't sure I should, but I just wanted to peek in and let you know how I'm doing, okay? Bob said, only in 19 states is Indigenous Peoples Day recognized. Whoa. My daughter-in-law is Indigenous Peoples Day. We celebrate it since she became daughter-in-law. And yes, Carolwood is the third Sunday. So did they or did they not, Bob, have a event yesterday? Everyone said they did, but I didn't see any. But then Doug came by and said hello to us. But I think Doug came by, one of the people that was there, and I didn't remember to ask him. And all I did was ask him if he was going to be there to demo on the 21st, because he's one of my best alumni carvers when it comes to logos, letters, and things of that nature. He always puts that in and dazzles people. So I always try to get him. And then Sabrina Palou is my other one. She always does wonderful, whimsical characters, things that you might know from your childhood. She's often done that. She's a very, very wonderful sculptor. So I always try to grab them early, because you never know. They could be grabbed for something else, and I don't want to lose them. For those of you who are present with me today, let me remind you that you too can be a part of the tribe by going to patreon.com/Terri Hardin. Voice is a little gravelly and my tea is all gone. But Patreon is for just $5 a month. You get to be part of the tribe. The tribe is a wonderful group of people who just are all about each other. So if the world is getting you down because there's a lot of things that seem to be more me-oriented, I have the right not to use my blinker in my car, guess, or I missed that off-ramp, so I'm going to stop on a fast-moving freeway, back up and catch that off-ramp. That kind of attitude that just makes you a bit nuts. This tribe is not like that. Very, very generous, very, very sweet. And I just can't say enough good things about them. They just are so kind and sweet and warm and friendly and just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So join us if you want to, if your voice needs to be heard. You would make a great addition to the tribe if your heart is full, if you're a good natured person and you love to help others. It's a great community to be a part of. So there you go. Finally, let's talk outrageous pumpkins. Okay, Bob, wait a second. Let's see what Bob Linerweaver has to say. Barb and I drove by the barn on our way home, but did not see anything happening other than the train rides. So maybe it was a big pumpkin hoax. Maybe it's next week. And I will see if I can ask Doug for you guys if it's next week, because that would have been really smart to keep it the third weekend. Would have been nice, right? I mean, I can't make it, but you guys can, and that would be great. Yeah, I hope you're right. Carla says, so very happy to see you yesterday. We'll catch up. Getting an x-ray now. Oh, isn't that nice of her to listen while she's getting an x-ray? See what I mean? Wonderful people. She's part of the tribe too. Just lovely, lovely. And Janet Joyce, she's part of the tribe. It was great to see you on Sunday. Janet, you're always loved. Everyone is so wonderful. Everyone brought me a hug because they were, they gave me, sorry for your loss. And a lot of times that brings you back to the loss you may or may not have had. And you get emotional because you're sweet and you're kind. And we cry together a little bit, don't we? Might be a few tears, but, and it's not that we don't understand that my dad's crossing over and he's got his wings and he's actually with my brother. It's awesome. It's awesome. But I miss those times when I will be able to drive him around and have those conversations and drive him through Jack in the Box and get him his meal that he liked and his cheesecake. He loved cheesecake and his giant Sprite. I think every time I see Sprite, I'm going to be like, wow, my dad really loved that. And there's those little tinglings and brushes that you have with the person that is crossed over, certain things that happen that you did or you remember or you feel or you touch. And it makes your whole body kind of get, a musical song or something anyway. Everyone was there and warm and beautiful and friendly. And Janet, I want to thank you. Carla, I want to thank you. I want to thank everyone who came out and was just so, so, so beautiful. Some people told me it will be the third Sunday, not yesterday. They did have a comic fest on the same weekend as Disneyana. Yes, Comic Fest was there. And there were tons of things happening. It was just so much happening that I don't know how you could see it all. But Disneyana was very, very busy. So a lot of people put their money on Disneyana, and I think they did great. I don't know what their numbers are. I'm not a part of that, but I will say it was a lot of fun. I managed to pick up 5 brand new pumpkin sculpting students. That gave me great joy because a lot of times my classes are filled up with alumni. Not that alumni are bad. Alumni are wonderful because they help me teach the other people. Allowing me to have a bigger class because they help teach, and they're just generous that way. So I'm grateful. But if you want to join the class, it's $75. Go to terrihardin.com. Let me show you where that is. Make it a little easier for you. You go to terrihardin.com. Here's my website. Click on online store and look for the thing right in front that says class on the 29th. And then I will get a note, and then I will let you all know probably this week or next week, most likely next week. I will let you know your date and time and everything. And it's in Anaheim, about 5 minutes from Disney. For those of you who are not familiar, it's the same venue as before. Bless Stephanie Fix for allowing us to be there. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you will consider joining us. But remember, it's non-refundable. Don't forget, because we do lunch and I provide the pumpkin and tools. So, once that money crosses over, it's not coming back. Okay. All right. And I hope you will join us. I'd love to have you there. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you 1,000 times. Thank you. There you go. Let me undo that and come back into the comments. There we go. Mike says, how are you today? How is your mom? My mom is doing well. My mom says now she wants to see us more than ever. I will do the best I can to see her more than ever. But honestly, I'm still doing a lot of stuff for my dad. So I just gotta take a pause sometimes and get stuff done. So there you go. Forgot what day this is. Yeah. Indigenous Peoples Day, a holiday, not for everyone, for banks, and government offices, I understand. And also Columbus Day, for those of you who are not celebrating Indigenous peoples. And also Monday. So all of it together. Boom, 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 boom. Knock them down. The tribe is so very special to my wife and I, says Bob Berdeen. You really should try it. You might find a place in the sun. Yeah, and it's only $5. You pay that for the first month. If you don't like it, you can walk away. We don't want you to. We love you. We want to make sure you give it a good try, but it's up to you. It's really up to you. I don't want it to be in such a situation that I don't want you to, if you're not happy, if you're not happy with what you're hearing, then you're right to change the channel. It's your right. And I'm not going to get angry for your right. It's great. I agree, Bob. Thank you, Janet. It's so great to see people, all of you in person. No, I forgot it's Terri TV Day. That is so sweet, Joe. That is so sweet. I didn't even think of that. But yes, it's Terri TV Day, and I actually made it. I should let you know that Friday I may not. There is so much happening that forgive me if I'm a little bit not all four wheels on the ground. But if that happens, I will do my best to let you know. If you don't see it, just know I'm okay. I'm fine. But I may not get to be able to broadcast. I'll do my best is all I'm going to say, okay? We'll do our best. Maybe a flashback Friday like we usually do on Friday, and then hopefully a broadcast on Monday. And I hope you understand that this really helps me out to have a flashback Friday, because Fridays are equally crazy. So I'm hoping you're enjoying yourself. But in any case, guys, I'm going to say adieu. I've got I mean, this is a time when not only do I get to grieve because I miss my dad, and that's really about me missing my father, but there's a lot for me to plan. I am the one in charge right now. And it means a lot that I have to make sure I's are dotted and T's are crossed. Y'all know what I mean? So there you go. Hey there, my friend. Just sent my check-in text and saw you were live. Oh, Nate, thank you. Yeah. Nate sends me a nice, sweet message every day to stay upbeat and joyful, and Nate's part of the tribe as well. So guys, $5 is important, because you have to have skin in the game, as do I. And I do it every time as much as I can. And like Diane says, hugs and loves, and hugs to Diane. She came and saw me yesterday. So I hope I see you guys soon. This Friday is questionable, but I'll keep you posted. You'll see the post. I'll try not to do it like 10 minutes before I come on, like I did for so many people. Love you and love the tribe. Thank you, Nate. Hugs and kisses to you guys. I really got to run, and I love you a bunch. We'll see you. We'll see you very, very soon. How about I say that? Do something nice for someone else. It'll make you feel a whole lot better. I say this at the end of every single broadcast because you've got to try it. When you're at a dark moment, seeing and being with your friends can help you stay afloat and stay up. That's what they're there for. That's what they reach out and say, let me take a hold and help you up, keep you stable while you go through something that's a little more challenging than you're normally used to. All right? Okay, guys, you be well, be safe. And if you think you want Maleficent, reach out to me. All right? Okay.